Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to start this off by saying, how can you continually get a character wrong, especially a villain that is as simple as Victor Zsasz? Victor Zsasz is a villain, and he is one of the primary villains of Batman. He is a deranged serial killer convinced that life is meaningless and that by killing his victims, he is in fact saving them from their meaningless existence. He tracks his number of kills by carving a tally mark into his body every single time he takes someone out, saving a special spot just for Batman. And no matter what he has been presented in, besides I think the Arkham Asylum games, he has been done wrong. It is a very simple character, and yet they continually do this character wrong. He's not a hitman. He's not a smarky killer that you can hire. He is a deranged serial killer. DC, what in the hell is wrong with you? CW, what in the hell is wrong with you that you can't even get this simple character right? And good morning, Speaker for the Dead, Loriana Creel, Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches is here, Dee Dee Myers, Nicole the Blind Mage, Samantha Joe, and Purple Valkyrie, the Guardian of the Void, Lady Mist is here. Speaker for the Dead, Brian, good morning, sir. Good morning, Dave G. Sound, good morning. Pat S., good morning. Gun Bunny, Sit Room, guys, good morning. Psychodorp 9, good morning. Yeah, he would have never defiled his art by taking money for the kill. Pat S., thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know very much about this guy. I've actually learned more from Loki and watching this episode than anything else. Yeah, I don't know how you fuck up like a serial killer. I don't understand that.
Well, especially one like Zsasz, because he's not the smartest. He's not like the brightest match in the box, but because Batman rarely ever knows what he's going to do next, he's unpredictable.
Yeah, that's a great that's one of the things that kind of makes the Joker so amazing is the foil, the character foil to Batman that an unpredictable character can create, and this character is right up there. No, so this episode opens up with this dude cheating on his wife. Great. We
you
have
don't even know that. You don't even know that. You don't know that.
I know we don't know that. I'm just saying that's basically how this episode opens up. But we have our Apple product placement. She's wearing AirPods, so we got to get that Apple money. In the bath. All right. Anyway, and dude opens the door. You don't know who he is, and is like, "Hey, champagne, room service," and then starts like basically beating his ass, saying, "Hi, this is from your wife," basically.
And this is Victor Zsasz.
Yeah,
the hired hitman killer, the snarky hired gun, is what he is. That is what they have turned Victor Zsasz into.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, is a snarky hired gun.
He's an exposition dump. That's all he does. Like, and I didn't know who this person was. And so I'm like, okay, this hitman is like the shittiest hitman ever. He goes in, he takes forever to kill people, and then just exposition dumps to the people he's about to kill. Like, just lines up his whole bio and life story for the audience very clearly to the person he's about to kill.
Chris Persia makes a good point. Someone at the CW saw Colin Farrell's portrayal as Bullseye in Daredevil and thought that's Zsasz.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Ooh.
Thank you, Chris Persia.
Yeah. So it's yeah, he's a hired gun. That's all he is. Which after hearing who he actually is, like in the comics, I gotta agree, because having a deranged, unpredictable serial killer is pretty fascinating, where he doesn't have like an MO. He doesn't have,
I expect this show to be bad.
Yes, I know, but
I expect this show to be bad.
It's still,
but I expect them to get characters at least halfway right.
Oh.
This is not Victor Zsasz in any way, shape, or form. This is not Victor Zsasz. They pull this guy's shirt off, and he's got all these cuts on him. That's the only thing that resembles Zsasz. Physicality.
Speaking of, I got a picture for all of you lovely, lovely human beings. Let's see if I can bring this up. No, you're not going to let me bring this up?
Nope.
Hold on. It's being rude to me.
It or me?
I said it. You're okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Psychodorf 9. I expect bad. Not this. Bad. When you can't get a character right that has been a part of Batman for decades, you've got a problem.
There he is. There he is for y'all.
And all this, okay, whatever. But this is not Zsasz. This is not Zsasz. Hitman, not Zsasz.
Yeah.
Hitman is not Zsasz.
That's what he looks like, just for everybody to know. It gets progressively worse, as the show usually does. It's ooh.
Project Storytime. So he's bald. That makes him perfectly accurate.
Oh yeah, he has like tally mark scars and bald. That's all. That's his entire. And he kills people.
Of course. That's exactly the way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
he's bald and he's got scars. So that excuses completely butchering the point of the character. And Mexican Iron Man with a $4.99 super chat. How are you doing this morning, brother? Two things. First, Batwahman, I finally found a redhead wig or a reel that I don't like. Second, you white people wake up too early and the music woke up Baby Yoda. Well, tell Baby Yoda it is time to wake up and get the coffee going. Thank you so much, Mexican Iron Man. Score!
Spartans! What is your profession?
You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. And good morning, Tina Lynn. Good morning, Project Storytime. It is definitely one of those mornings in Lorena Creel. Ew. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw that too. I had the Ernest P. Worrell. Ew. They just screwed it up. They screwed up his character. All that matters is he's bald and he's got scars. What is this?
This is snake bite.
Snake bite. So it's got like a kit. There's a kit you can buy, ladies and gentlemen, for snake bite in Gotham.
It has a logo. It has a packaging. So it's like you get a nice white box with like this little S snake logo. And then it comes with the kit. It's like, it's actually really nice packaging for drugs. And, that's normal. I feel like in the dark, dirty streets of Gotham, they're going to have these nice packaged white box. All that was missing was a bow.
And Psycho Dwarf 9 with a $2 super chat. So it starts wrong and goes shitting. Got it. Yes, sir. Pretty much. And score!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
You guys keep the fires burning bright and Valhalla and Speaker for the Dead. It's like if Apple made a street drug. Yes.
They hired a fucking graphic designer to create the logo for this drug. That's a normal thing. Oh my god.
DT Online.
Oh my god. It's
Snake
like
bite. Snake bite.
Okay, like I understand.
Snake bite.
A lot of people haven't done drugs or peddle drugs. I get it. Okay, but if you're gonna write a show involving stuff like this, you need to do bare minimum a Wikipedia search.
Snake bite.
They didn't do that. They didn't even bother with that. Oh my god.
Snake bite.
Snake bite. I was so excited. So excited.
Snake bite. Okay,
Wait.
anyway. It comes in a kit. Starter kit. A starter kit with an S on the box.
Yeah. It's really well. It's even it's not just like a sticker. It's like they actually had to it's like engraved on in what is it called? Englossed and whatever. Where it's smooth, when they're showing it when they're bringing the at the beginning of the episode the box out, it's really nice packaging. I'm serious. And that's like the that's in the Crow's headquarters. But,
so Project Storytime, that's why Coke isn't a big problem. Terrible branding. And Mexican Iron Man newsflash, the snakebite packaging is IST. Note the white packaging. It symbolizes how the brown man and all women are encased, imprisoned by the white patriarchy.
Oh. Or they just don't like Apple. Oh, that's funny. They had AirPods and now they have Apple packaging.
It's true, though. He's right. It symbolizes how the brown man and all women are encased and imprisoned by the white patriarchy.
Yeah.
Tina Lynn. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and
True.
look at this. Look, it even so. It's not just in the box. They created this box specifically only for this product because it fits perfectly in there. What is this? What is this bullshit? What? Oh
Ray J's World. The CW is not a channel for comic book shows. It's a channel for team soap operas. DC should take a hint from Marvel. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was canceled for a reason.
Oh,
Completely agree.
I used to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I stopped because it was just like,
Motions in hallways.
Feelings in hallways, emotions in corridors. Yep.
Yeah, nice public service.
Yeah.
Nice public service. Yes, badass.
Yeah.
Completely great.
Yeah, no, they
Make it easier for them to track down the makers. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
And Lady Mist, Guardian of the Void with a $5 super chat. And there's no Conan in it. Whose idea was that? Well, let's fix that. Lady Mist, Guardian of the Void, just for you. Score! Dun, 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 dun.
I forgot. Oh, how did I almost forget this?
Thank you so much, Lady Mist, Guardian of the Void. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Thank you. How did you miss what?
Okay, so I almost forgot that at the end of the episode, Zaz, because everyone has to reaffirm this character's existence as being the bestest ever, right? They Zaz actually tells the new Batwoman that he hasn't, what did he say exactly? It's like he hasn't had this good of a fight since Batman or something. It was like, wow.
Nobody kicked him.
Oh yeah, no one's kicked him like that since Batman. It's like, oh, okay.
What this episode comes down to is completely murdering a villain. Now, I had an interesting background and an interesting way of doing things because he kept Batman on his toes. He did that because he was completely unpredictable. It's not like, oh, Victor Zsasz goes out and kills women that wear red. No, Victor Zsasz went out and just murdered. He was a serial killer that had a completely different way of picking his targets. That's why Batman never could hone in on who was going to be next. That's what made him so dangerous. Was Batman did not know who was going to be next. And now he's just he's a punk ass money hitman. He's not even a hitman. He's a gun for hire. That's all he is.
Yeah.
There are multiple times in this episode where they make him look like crap. There are multiple times in this episode where he walks into a building with cameras and is caught on camera doing his business.
Yeah, he walks in. I don't know. I don't remember why he needed I don't even know if they addressed it. Oh, yes, they did. Never mind. I know. Shocker. They actually addressed something in the show that they set up. Oh, damn it, Mark. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Uber calm. This guy just was like, no, one day, Batman, I will kill you. I've saved you this spot right here on my chest. It's just for you. He never got angry. He never lost his shit. He never cracked a joke. He was an uber calm. That Mexican Iron Man nailed it. I'm coming for you, Batman.
They really fucked him up. Jesus.
They completely destroyed this villain.
Yeah, he literally walks into
so what's the point?
Giant office building.
What's the point? I want to dig into this a little bit
Okay.
before we move on with the story. What's the point of doing a villain like this and doing him so horribly that the comic book iteration of him is completely alien to what you put on screen?
about destroying the things. Yeah, it's like take. How do I put this? It's like you take something that exists before, and you destroy it. It's just the
But
the
why?
MO at this point.
Why? He's a villain. Why? What's the point? See, that's the thing. What's the point in doing this? What's the point in doing this? Because when you go and you read the comic,
Yeah, he's not.
he's
a hero.
nothing like this. He's nothing like this. This isn't a hero. This is a villain that they've completely changed.
How about this? So
I may have the answer, Mexican Iron Man, but I am asking the chat. I'm asking the panel. I'm asking the chat. What's the point in doing this? Why do this?
well, their ratings are dropping, and they're trying. I guess they might be trying to get new people. Am I making this too clever? Like
This was already filmed before the first episode even came out, so they knew what they were doing before this season came out.
I don't know if I would give them that much credit. They know what they're doing at all. Why would you ruin a villain?
Laziness.
No, they can't keep up with their own shit.
Thank you. It's not even that they can come up with their own shit. They can't read a comic book. All they know is Zaz, killer who puts marks on his body. That's all they know. They don't know why. They don't know reason. They didn't dig into his background. All they see is killer that marks his body every time he kills somebody.
Okay. Well,
They never bothered doing their homework.
I didn't know who this person was until we were talking about it. I had no idea who this character was.
Yes, but
And
you're not
yet-
writing a CW show.
I know.
You're not writing a CW show. They
And-
are.
And yet,
They
even-
are.
even despite me not having a fucking clue who this person was, I'm sitting here criticizing them at what they did give me. So all I kind of knew was, all right, so this dude is a hitman who marked his body up from every time he kills someone. Okay, whatever. This is the worst hitman I've ever fucking seen, ever. This is
He's not a hitman.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even me, who doesn't know who this person is, can sit here and tell them what they're doing wrong with what they changed. They didn't even get what they changed correctly. They didn't even ruin the character correctly. They couldn't even do the basic shit of the character that they created in this version of this character that they created in this show right. That's what I'm saying.
But they didn't create this character.
Well, I didn't know that. That's another thing.
And even this hitman persona crap, they didn't even create that. Because
It's
you can't create something that you're just constantly getting wrong. If that's not a creation, that's a fuck up.
Yeah, but that's
So
what
they screwed up and they just kept screwing up.
the hitman. They don't understand that a
He's
hitman
not
wouldn't do that.
He's not a hitman. That's
I get that now,
problem.
but even as somebody who didn't know that knows that they got that part wrong. So they couldn't even get the part that they got wrong correct. Like they can't even do wrong correctly, I guess.
Ray J's world. Batwoman's writing team is full of SJW harpies that can't read a comic book to save their life. Gilmore Girls Writers Group. Gilmore Girls Writer Group Syndrome.
Ew. Why? Why would you have a Gilmore Girls? No.
This show, so shallow, they think can't get past surface generalities. No, they cannot.
Yeah.
Zaz is not a hitman.
I get that now. I get that.
Zaz is a serial killer.
Yeah.
And they don't get that. They don't understand that. They don't get that. They can't comprehend that. They didn't bother doing their homework. Thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Psychodorp 9. Score!
Long live the fighters!
So since they can't get a serial killer from Batman's past correct, since they can't get that character correct, and they obviously don't know what they're doing. And my phone, for some reason, activated its voice commands.
How dare it?
Mark the infinitely tired. Hell, why? But snakebite from a dealer at inflated prices. Oh, why buy snakebite from a dealer at inflated prices when you can go to your local hardware or grocery store and buy it? If it's an epoxy. So the concept here, the concept for the story is that Batwoman has to fight or Ryan Wilder, whoever this is. I think the show's confused itself.
Yeah, it doesn't know what it's doing anymore.
You've got Alice in Wonderland.
Grease? It looks
The mascara.
It literally looked like the mascara. It was awful CGI, like $2 CGI. The mascara it looked like, and we have a lesbian Ra's al Ghul. You had to make sure for everybody to know that she's also a lesbian.
Well, any strong female characters in the show are lesbians.
Alice isn't, from what I've gathered. That's what's kind of funny.
Pissed. What's her name in this episode? I mean, I was like, holy shit, that's just about to happen. So maybe you don't know.
Boyfriend. Oh,
no. If Tilly off of Star Trek Discovery has shown us anything, it's that you can be a straight white female with married with children and still be a full-blown lesbian, because she just recently came out of the closet and claimed her lesbianhood, even though she's married to a white man and has a child and loves him and has a great marriage, completely happy marriage. She is a lesbian.
Yeah, I forget that the show, I try to judge it as best I can on good things. It's hard because there's no good things, and I try to have internal logic consistency within this show, and I forget that it doesn't do that either. So, okay.
Yeah. Psychotrope 9. The whole thing can be summed up as and they don't care. The writers don't care. CW doesn't care. The show is in the pisser. We've got a huge drop from last year's show. We've got a huge drop from the premiere on. The numbers are in the toilet. The show is in the toilet.
It's not even hitting a million viewers. It's hitting 600,000, I think.
600,000, 500,000. 500,000 for episode 2, 600,000 this episode 2. If you can imagine that a call went out, they put out the Twilight bark, and they barked their asses off to get more people to watch this show because it had such a horrible second episode, and they scrounged up 100,000 people.
Oh, and guys, just to prepare yourself, they mentioned Black Mask at the end of this episode. So he wasn't already completely fucked over by Birds of Prey. We get round 2.
Yes, they have confirmed through every episode of this show that every single woman in Gotham and outside of Gotham now, except for Sophie's mom and Mary's mom, are lesbians.
That's not statistically possible, but okay.
Oh, they did. They ruined the Hawkman story and the Hawkgirl story. Those are two of my favorite characters in DC of all time.
Hawkgirl.
And is Hawkman and Hawkgirl. And they completely ruined that in the earlier what was it? I almost want to say Guardians. It's not Guardians. It's the whatever the time show is called. Legends. Not the Guardians. Legends. They ruined it in Legends. They ruined it in The Flash. They ruined it in Arrow. They ruined it in every crossover they've done. They completely ruined both the characters of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. So yes.
Yeah.
I was very pissed off about that because those are two of my favorite characters in DC Comics. Those are like if I had to pick a B couple besides, like, you know, if they were like, well, what's the most famous couple in DC Comics? Of course, Superman and Lois Lane. What's your second? What do you think the second one is? Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Yeah. Yeah. I have different coupling preferences, but yes.
So they are a couple of the ages. So in Captain Spire, they ruin everything. Yes, they do.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Their shit straight. They cannot keep their shit straight. They cannot keep their characters straight, and they cannot keep their villains straight.
Literally.
Half of this episode, I was just like cringed out half of this episode.
He had to walk away from the screen at one point. It was that bad.
It was that bad. I had to take my headphones off and I just can't. And I just walked away for a minute. And I came back and I sat back down and I was like, all right. And that was this morning. That was right before the show got started. I had to walk away for a minute. It's bad. It's bad. Mark Dampletown, I'm a straight white male lesbian, Loki. I can be on this show.
Maybe. I don't know if you want to. You might be able to.
Pat S. Every woman is 2 drinks or 1 TV contract away from a lesbian experience. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I believe the contract. Yes.
I don't know about
Great characters, sexuality around what the hell. Even the writers of Twilight would not watch this garbage. They don't just parade. They use it for points. They use it. They don't just parade it. They use it for points. They trade that shit in.
Yeah.
This is my woke card. I am now this. Make sure I still have a job in the morning.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't know what this show's trying to prove. I think they're trying to prove something, but just because you have like a quantity of people from the LGBT community doesn't mean fucking anything. Are they well written? No. Well, then you're not doing anyone any benefit, are you? I don't know what to say. Like, you're just not.
So, Mexican Iron Man. So today, my attorney, Harvey Cthulhu, shall be serving CW Warner with a lawsuit and stay order. The origin of Mexican Iron Man shall not be culturally appropriated. No van, no peace. There shall be no peace as long as Batgirl lives in a van down by the river, is what Mexican Iron Man is trying to get across to everyone. How sad is it that these people, these actresses, these actors, basically have to bend a knee to cultural appropriation, to these social victories and woke points, these identifications. I have to identify as a meat popsicle to get a job in Hollywood. I have to identify as a lickety split to get a job in Hollywood. I have to identify. How sad is it when your job hinges on your sexuality? Because that's what this is teaching us.
Not just your job, but your entire being. I don't give a shit who you sleep with. I don't give a shit who you're attracted to. I don't, except of course in the case of like, the P word, obviously. But I don't really care for the most part,
All these lesbians better be being played by lesbians.
They just keep telling me, hey, you need to accept this. And I'm just like, well, I've already accepted it. Stop shoving it down my throat, please. God.
Yeah, that guy did say lickety split.
He did, yes. That'll not get clipped.
That's the new speedster that's taking over for the Flash, is the lesbian, and her new speedster name is Lickety Split.
I don't know if you're joking or not. That's so terrifying.
That's the problem. There's a new speedster, ladies and gentlemen, in Central City, and her name is Lickety Split. You don't know.
I don't.
Is CW really doing that? Will Lickety Split take over from the Flash? Find out next Bat Time, next Bat Channel. You don't know. It's that bad. When it's that bad, what's the point?
I don't know.
What is the point?
I don't know what the point is. It's so
The Ministry of Truth, Captain Spire.
no. It's not good. It's definitely not perfect. It's not superior, and they're through the basement, not the roof. Lickety Split was a drill sergeant in the USMC. Were you a drill sergeant?
No, Project Storytime. Lickety Split was his male dancer days in college.
Oh no. Josh, I didn't need to know that about you. I just didn't need to know that.
Do we find out the reason why the episode was titled Batgirl Magic?
Oh, yes, that's literally the title of the headline of the newspaper at the end of the episode. That's literally it. Batgirl's not to be seen.
Do we have a new black Batwoman? Oh my god, isn't that like totally cool? I knew black people could be Batwomans.
Yeah, Rachel Maddow's back in a force of cringe. It's like every word that comes out of her mouth is like nails on a chalkboard. It's like, stop it, please, mercy, tap me.
Yeah, and Rajo's World makes a really good point. I know lesbians who don't like this SJW garbage. They should all picket CWHQ over this. I have heard from the LGBTQ community that they fucking hate this shit. This isn't something they like. This isn't because it makes them all look like shit. And they don't want that. They want equality, real equality. Not this fucking Hollywood woke fucking bend the knee bullshit. They just want normalcy. Normal. They don't need to be in the front of every headline. They don't need to be the star in every movie. They just want to be there, just like everybody else is there. And by pushing this to the forefront, by making this headline after headline after headline, all it does is piss them off.
Yeah, fun thing is equality means that everyone, for the most part, will not give a shit about it equally.
Oh, she lives in the Batcave now. Yeah, you never see her in the van down by the river. I knew that wasn't going to last.
Yeah, no, that would mean that they would have to like go out and use a different set. Because I swear they're using the same alley over and over and over again.
Well, they could just use that opening scene where she's in a van down by the river. That's all they have to do is open it up like that, focusing on the van, zooming in on the van. They did that in the very first episode. All they have to do is reuse that shot.
Are you asking them to give a shit? Oh my goodness, it's a dog. How dare you?
I guess they made this big deal about her living in a van down by the river. And God, if I have to hear about how she was innocent of the drug crime one more time,
She really
I'm gonna rip my fucking hair out.
Well, what's funny is like they kind of established in this episode that she's not an innocent person at all. Like she dated, from what I got, because she knows apparently she's on a first name basis with Zaz, which is kind of mind blowing in its own kind of way. And apparently she used to run circles with, like, she was dating someone who was running in circles with him and other people like him, and I was like, oh. So that's not like when you're dating someone like that, you're kind of what do they call it? If you knew about about whatever criminal activity they were involved in, that's called being an accomplice.
Lady Mist says, I haven't watched mainly because you all gave it less than a 0 review. Notwithstanding, is this a satire comedy show? No, it's like one of those comedy shows where
It's not funny.
It's not funny. They try and make it funny, but it's not funny.
I laugh because if I don't laugh, it's I don't know what the alternative is. Oh, hey Polly, what's up? It's I like watching really bad things, and I'll be honest, this is kind of pushing it for me. And I think the only reason I'm continuing to watch it at this point is what?
Do you have experience dating people like that, Eris? You sound authoritative.
About what?
Dating people like that.
Like who? Oh, no. Dating people.
Very poor fanfic from Larry. I do not disagree with you, Larry. I'm Raja. I'm trying. I am trying. Either that or actually make a good episode. I don't know. I think they should all go home and re-examine what they have chosen to do with their lives. This is more mediocrity. And I'm going to keep bringing this up. I've been bringing this up for the last week, and I'm going to keep bringing this up. This is mediocrity. This is what I mean by the mediocre are running the show now. Mediocre writers, mediocre showrunners, mediocre talent. It's mediocre. And they're praising it like it's good. That is why the critics are giving this such a high score, because mediocre is the thing.
Yeah, it's good now. Mediocre's good.
It's not good. It needs to be praised and awarded. Mediocre is a thing. Mediocre is what's going to win you an award. How mediocre can you get determines how high your score is going to be. Because by rewarding mediocre, by rewarding mediocrity, you are removing people that can actually do a good job. You are removing good storytelling. You are rewarding people that do their job well. See, that's a thing. When you work hard, you do a good job, you become a perfectionist of your trade. That's bad now.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Mediocrity is what needs to be rewarded, because anybody can be mediocre. It's the ultimate reward system. You reward failure. You reward mediocrity. You reward everyone, and you bash good. It's just like the hero's journey. I was just reading about this the other day. Anybody who uses the hero's journey are cowards. Why? Why? Because people become perfectionists. People learn how to write in that system and make kick-ass movies that rock, that we all enjoy. But if they can get rid of that system, then you have to accept the mediocre. You have to accept that anyone can do this.
No, I won't accept it, and they can't make me accept it, so they can go fuck themselves.
You don't need to work hard. This is something I've seen, and this is something I've seen locally too. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to do your job. You don't have to excel. You can just be mediocre and be rewarded for being mediocre.
Oh,
it's the ultimate participation trophy. Everybody talks about the participation trophy. Well, guess what? This is the ultimate. This is the final form of the participation trophy.
Oh, no.
Is this? This is it. This is your mediocrity at work, folks.
Yeah. Can we stop celebrating mediocre? Can we please stop that? I like making fun of bad things because I don't like to I don't like the idea that just because something checks off a bunch of boxes or whatever, that it immediately means that it's good. No, it doesn't, actually. Yeah, hopefully there'll be a new renaissance. And can we talk about my favorite scene?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we got my favorite scene in this whole. Hold on, actually, I need to. All right, and here we go. My favorite scene in this whole episode.
Oh, the RPG.
Yes. Please, I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it. Oh my god. So Batwoman shows up because she knows this dude, apparently. And she tries to get his laptop and shit because she wants the names of the people he's, I guess, trying his contact list that he has apparently on a USB, like a normal hitman. And he goes over to fix her a drink because he's so quirky and
snarky. Don't forget that.
And snarky. He's so snarky and quirky. And he pulls this fucking thing out. You know, like a normal everyday thing that people have, and something you couldn't totally trace back.
It's all black. It's all black, by the way. Those don't come in black, but that one comes in all black.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I just thought it was ridiculous that he had something like of this caliber, like just behind his bar, locked and loaded with, you know, just ready for any time. So he points it at her, and as you can see, that's it right there. So she's dead, right? But that's kind of the.
Everyone in that room is dead.
Yeah. So
when something like that, what that is a rocket propelled grenade. When that hits and impacts, that's going to kill everyone in that room, and it's going to blow her off that building. If she isn't vaporized by the initial explosion. See, if the explosion goes into the building and doesn't go out, then it's going to kill him and everyone in that room, probably everyone in the next room too, because it's a contained explosion. So the shock wave is going to go through the building. Either it's going to flash by her or it's going to push her off the building. Either one. But yes, everyone there dead. Yes.
So, all right, cut to the next frame. Yeah. So bad. That's not at all. I'm not a big. I don't know that much about like guns and weapons and stuff. I know this is wrong. Like, this is incorrect. Just no way.
It hit the other building, Trinoculus P. It went through the glass and hit the other building. She may have, Lady Mist.
Yeah. And then, yeah, but it looks like it just exploded in midair because it's not far back enough. It's too close to this building for it to have hit that other building, which is like a whole block away, or at least on the other side of the street. Like, yeah. And then that's what it cuts to when it changes camera angles, which isn't the same explosion at all and is way too fucking close. What did it hit? I don't know. What did it hit? There's nothing there to hit besides her.
And Shellback, can we talk about Cobra Kai instead? Next time, Shellback. Yes, sir. Next time we'll talk about Cobra Kai because, I mean, we could go over season 3 of Cobra Kai again, and it would probably be more fulfilling than talking about Batwoman.
Okay.
And Dean Krantz, watch RPG fails on YouTube. Also, the backblast from firing inside a room would kill him. Yeah, absolutely. Dean Krantz, thank you so very much for that $5 super chat. And score!
Long live the fighters!
You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Thank you, Dean. Thank you so very much. Ray J's World, what the fuck, crappy explosions. Yes.
I just had
Needs to be a bloop. Yes.
Because I love it.
Red Monarch. So will Batwahman now team up with now race swap Tim Drake, Robin, and have the new diverse dynamic duo? I had not dropped that yet. We are going to talk about that tonight. Diverse Tim Drake. Yeah, a person of color.
Oh my goodness.
I'm ethnic. An ethnic warrior.
Oh.
An ethnic warrior to join the Bat family.
Everyone on this planet has an ethnicity by definition.
Dune, bitches. Larry. Yeah, we're gonna watch Dune. Oh yeah, I still can't believe they aren't coming out with that in theaters. They need to completely rearrange their what they're doing. They're idiots, fucking morons. Stop this coming out with streaming shit. Come out with it in theaters first. Get people back into theaters. Don't allow them to do what they're doing. But they're not going to listen, and they're going to put it out on the streaming service day one. So, what did you give this episode? I mean, if you had to give this episode, I know we only covered like probably half of it, but I mean, the rest of it is all just emotions and hallways.
There's feelings in hallways, emotions in corridors. I mean, there was a scene where, like, in the lobby of this giant office building, dude coming off an escalator, he just strangles and kills, like, there in front of everybody. You know, and then I think that was really it. There was, rip off the mascara with lesbian Ra's al Ghul. Oh, we almost forgot it. Kate Kane is apparently alive? Question mark. Somehow.
Nope.
Which no way Ruby Rose is coming back. No, fuck off, CW.
Nope.
Ruby Rose is never coming back to your show. No, she's not. So that's bullshit.
We had to take her in for plastic surgery and change her face.
Yeah, she's not gonna look the same. They're gonna do the soap opera thing where, like, all of a sudden they need a new actor for a character and they, like, swap faces with somebody, quote unquote, because they got in a bad accident. And so it's not gonna be the same person at all. Ruby Rose is never ever coming back to that show. So she almost broke her back. Didn't she almost get, like, actually, like, cut in half or something? Like, on the show?
Know.
It, like, completely destroyed her back for the most part. Like, she got fucked up on the show, and they didn't give a shit. My
rating.
I don't know. There was. I'm gonna do a 1. Because I don't care about their feelings because they haven't earned anything. So, yeah, they did. I covered that on Saturday, actually, with Josh. So, yeah.
Where all the girls are going to get together and fight all the boys to see who the bestest ever is.
Oh. I'm going to give this a 1 because it had too many I don't give a shit moments. Like, I like laughing at these, but, like, this one, I laughed. I laughed a lot less, so I'm giving it a 1 because I laughed a lot less. That's my reasoning. There we go.
I can handle them, like, going full woke. I can handle them deciding that, okay, you know what, we're gonna make this character that you love a complete toxic this or that, because you know what, I know that's coming. You know, I know that if they were gonna have Bruce Wayne ever come in, that he would have to be the biggest piece of shit ever, because that's the way they've set all this up. But when you take a villain and it's noticeable that you cannot get this villain correct because you do not know the villain. It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you just don't want to make the complexity of the character. You just don't know. You don't know what makes that evil villain that evil villain. You haven't taken the time to research who that villain is and why they are so dangerous, and you get them completely wrong because you just can't be bothered to find out why that villain is the way he is.
No, it's too hard.
That gets a 0. You put forth no effort, absolutely no effort to learn what this villain is about. So you will get absolutely no score from me.
That was higher than last week's. You didn't even give last week's a score. Are you
I'm not giving this week's a score either. It's just they're not getting anything from me. That's a problem. That's a problem. When you do a review show, folks, and you can't give them a score because you're like, you put forth absolutely no effort, 0 effort in this. Why should I put forth the effort of giving you a score? That's bad. That is very, very bad.
What a stark contrast this show and WandaVision have. Like, it is so different on so many levels. Like, it is, because they care. They really care at WandaVision. I have thoroughly enjoyed that. Not because I'm laughing because it's so bad, but because it's so fascinating. I want to go back and rewatch the episodes before the season's even over, because I want to see things that I've missed. I want to see, clues and shit. Like the last episode of WandaVision I want to go watch the credits because there might be clues in the credits. The show makes me laugh because it's so awful. And they couldn't even give me that many laughs this week. So yeah, that's why I gave it a 1. So
yep. That's what I'm waiting on. When will Batwoman be canceled?
I don't know.
They're rewarding mediocrity.
Yeah.
That's what they are doing. They're canceling what is absolutely fantastic and rewarding mediocrity. We are in the age of mediocrity, ladies and gentlemen. How long will it last? How long will it go on? How long can we as fans deal with mediocre?
Well, I guess until they decide that they wish to make money, which I don't even know how the CW is making a profit at all on anything. Oh no. Oh, I misread that. I was like, we must subvert their expectations and give them good writing.
No. Subverting your expectations is mediocre. We're going to give them mediocrity. It's the same with Last Jedi. It's the same with all the shit we have had to watch lately. Mediocre is what they want to reward. We will reward nothing special.
I won't.
If something has nothing special going for it, we will reward it. Whether that's sound, whether that's storytelling, it's just like The Last of Us 2. It's just like Star Wars. It's just like STD. It's just like this. Reward mediocrity, and anything that's good, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because it goes against the narrative of mediocrity and everyone getting a trophy, no matter what they do.
Oh, fuck those people.
So, thank you so very much for hanging out with us this morning. We will be back.
Oh my goodness.
I will be back. Eris of Chaos will be back. We will be joined with Pat Steven on his channel. Clobbering Times, 24/7 Fusion, Yeti,
Mexican Iron Man?
Mexican Iron Man.
Tonight, we totally forget about
7 p.m. on Pat Stevens' channel. Everyone take care. Have a good one. Thank you so very much for being here. And we'll try and cover more Batwoman next week. I don't know how long I can do this, but I'm going to do it as long as I can until I'm just, I don't have anything left. I do not have an outro for you today. I am reworking the outro. So I'm going to leave you with some Kratos. Everyone have a great one. And we will catch you guys later tonight.
Bye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.